Hi everybody, Mischa here with Word of the Day, and for the second time, the word Duende. Only this time we're doing the figurative version of this word. This isn't a house fairy. Duende is an artistic force, and it is earthy. It comes from the earth. It comes up through the soles of your feet into your body. It's not the same as the muse. The muse inspires you from above. Duende comes up, as I said, through the soles of your feet. It is an artistic force that is earthy, irrational. There's an awareness of death. It's passionate. It's simply overwhelming. And you know that you are observing or you're experiencing a performance that has duende when you cry, when you have chills, when you choke up. That's a sign that there's some duende in the room. Now, where does it come from? It actually comes from a lecture given by the Spanish poet Federico Garcia Lorca in Buenos Aires in 1933. And he was very concerned about the preservation of traditional flamenco. I don't know a lot about flamenco, but this was something that he was concerned about. And he talked about this idea of duende, this irrational, earthbound, raw, passionate, artistic feeling that goes into art and performance. The way he put it was, duende occurs when art changes from performance into possession. Okay, now, even though he gave this lecture in 1933, it was in Spanish, and it's not translated and entered into the English dictionaries until mid-century, between 55 and 65, 1965. Okay, now, how can we use this word today? Well, I'm going to use my own experiences to give you these examples. So, because that's the way that you will probably be using this word. Okay. I have heard many technically perfect performances of Rhapsody in Blue by Gershwin. However, when I saw Yuja Wang play that Rhapsody in Blue at the Hollywood Bowl, she left me in pieces. I was crying so hard. She played with Duende. I'm telling you right now. Okay? And how about this? In my favorite opera is Tosca. My favorite performer of Tosca is Maria Callas. Her performance is very raw, technically not as good as many others, Leontine Price, etc., are maybe technically better. But there's a reason why her performance is the premier performance, and it's because she sings it with such duende. Again, it simply leaves you in puddles on the floor. And my last example, again quite personal, and I've told this story before. I didn't think that I liked Van Gogh because I had only seen his paintings in books, and it just looked like he put too much damn paint on the canvas, okay? But when I came face to face with Starry Night and I immediately burst into tears, the security guard just very wearily, handed me a handkerchief and said, you know what, this happens all the time, step away from the painting, ma'am. Okay, that's Duende. Try to put it in the comments, and my wish for you is that you see a performance of, excuse me, singing or dancing or poetry with Duende that really gives you that feeling, of being a human being in the best way. Remember, you guys, if you're going to buy books, don't buy from the big boys. Let us support independent booksellers with books like this. You Better Be Lightning by Andrea Gibson. Talk about duende. Man, every third poem, I have to sit down and cry for a while before I continue. Or how about this one? The Agony and the Ecstasy, the biography of Michelangelo. The only other piece of art that ever moved me, I mean like visual art that ever moved me, besides that Van Gogh, it was the David by this guy. So to buy, excuse me, to buy books from independent booksellers, go to the link below, bookshop.org/shop/word of the day, and I will see you later.